Now, BG, I have heard you use this term margin creators. Mm-hmm. What are margin creators and how are they impacting the Suns?
Well, margin creators, to me, is just guys that can create these margins. That could be scoring, could be rebounding. But in this particular instance, when it comes to the Suns, margin creators it's not about usage. It's about the impact on winning categories. And those are deflections, loose balls, steals, offensive rebounds, the hustle plays. Like, we see that time and time again from this team. That clip we just saw of Colin Gillespie picking up Steph Curry, he almost turned the ball over 3 times before he turned it over, right? And sometimes the deflection is not about getting the steal. It's about eating shot clock. And we know the deeper you get into a shot clock, the worse teams shoot. So these guys just have that mentality. And John hit the nail on the head. Dillon Brooks is the reason for that. And now guys have to be willing to step up and do that. But they are winning games because they refuse to lose those margins.
You look at guys like Jordan Goodwin, Ryan Dunn, Royce O'Neal. Those are guys that probably wouldn't expect to be in the league or be a big role player or be starters in the league. Mm-hmm. And they're coming in and saying, I have to do every little thing I can to stay on this floor. And they're doing it, but also they're capable of to knock down threes. And the scary part, Jalen Green hasn't been healthy all year for them. Mm-hmm. He's another big scorer that's going to come out there and help them when Devin Booker come back. So they're doing a great job, and they surprise a lot of people how many games they've been winning.
Grayson Allen and Dillon Brooks together.
Oh, man.
Come on.
Grayson Allen might trip you.
We'll get into that a little later. You're not right.
I want to be in that practice.
All right, turning our focus to the Warriors. They made the pre-deadline deal with the Hawks, sending Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to Atlanta with Kristaps Porzingis on his way to Golden State. And so when I want to talk about the Warriors a little bit, because we have heard Steve Kerr call the Warriors a fading dynasty. Now, even if that is true, it is tough to hear because when you still have a player like Stephen Curry performing at this level, how do franchises balance loyalty to a legend with the realities of roster building?
I think a lot of it is effective communication. And when players understand the business of basketball, it's much easier to have those conversations with guys. And I always say in the front office, when you can talk to a player like Steph and let him know, here's where we are, here's what we see what the window could possibly be to win a championship, they're going to respond to you in the right way. And I believe it was last January, Steph talked about it. And he said that it's important that you can't just drain all your assets for a hit or miss and leave no legacy, basically, for the rest after your career, for everyone that's coming after you, because you care about the franchise. There's some guys who don't care, right? But Steph's not one of those guys. And I think him and Draymond deserve to have those conversations. Listen, they're getting Kristaps Porzingis. They get a chance to look at him. He's an aspiring contract. So even if he doesn't work, your powder's still dry to be able to make some moves this summer. And that's the big thing for them. Everyone's like, oh, they didn't get Giannis. Okay, you didn't make a bad move. Sometimes the small moves, it's building to get you to the big move you want to make.
Yeah, and I got to say, when it comes to Kuminga, at the end of the day got to end. And I am happy that Kuminga has a new home for now, John.
I think he's super happy. I think the interesting thing is he was a true professional through the whole process. Mm-hmm. Most young guys in that space probably wouldn't have reacted the way he did. And I was super happy for him being with him in Miami this summer, seeing him work and know his talent. He feel like he can be a star in this league, and every player feels that way. And I think in Atlanta he gets the opportunity to see how Jalen Johnson is playing and learn from here and see what he can do.
All right, Warriors and Suns, they're coming up later. But first, it's the Raptors and Bulls with Anthony Simons ready to make his debut for Chicago. We are counting down to tip-off on Prime.
I went deaf on it.
Time now for Same Game Parlay presented by FanDuel. Let's get to it. BG, how many points for Scotty Barnes?
Considering the Bulls, 2 starting guards have never played defense with the rest of the team, we're going to go 21 for Scotty Barnes today. It's a good game for him.
I like it. I like the 21. Okay, over to the Bulls. How many points for Buzelis, John?
I got it with 15. I think it's going to be interesting. 2 new guards coming in. He never played with him yet, so he's going to try to get his shots off. So I got it for 15 points tonight.
All right, B.I., leading scorer on the Raptors. Rudy, how many points is he putting up?
I say 25 for the same reason Blake said.
10 minutes, 21. All right, we got it. Swin, assists for Emmanuel quickly.
We're going to go with 6 because it seems like he's going to be eating. Everybody's going to be making buckets. So, yeah, we're going to go about 6.
I like it.
All right, there you have it. Seems like we are all aligned. FanDuel is letting all customers choose their own reward to use on the NBA tonight. Choose from a variety of rewards to take your game even higher. Whichever the reward, the power is in your hands. Head to the app now and choose your own reward only on FanDuel. Now, Chicago has been busy. The Bulls' flurry of trades this week included a deal sending their longest tenured player, Kobe White, to the Hornets. They also traded Vooch to Boston, Kevin Huerter to Detroit, and Ayo Dosunmu to Minnesota. Now, Chicago landed former number 5 overall pick Jaden Ivey in a 3-team deal with Detroit and Minnesota. They also got Anthony Simons from Boston, Colin Sexton from Charlotte, Yabusele from New York, and Rob Dillingham from Minnesota. Ooh, Swin, they were on the phones and they were
busy.
A lot of stuff done. Let's focus on Jaden Ivey, though. Super talented, came into this league with really high expectations, went through some unfortunate injuries, but he's back, and Chicago creates a really great opportunity for him.
Absolutely. And I think anyone that would ask about Jaden Ivey, the one thing you can say is he's a high character guy. And a lot of times you come in, injuries, different things happen, but you persevere through them, right? And you look at where the Pistons are. It was a great move because now he gets to go to a team where you get completely healthy. You now can ignite that offense because you're going to get downhill. We know how he plays the game, but a lot of pace. And Chicago's going to get a chance to get a good look at him. And so I think this situation's great. It's closer to his mom at Notre Dame and family. And so being in Chicago is going to be a good thing for him.
I think for young guys, sometimes just a change of scenery, right? He didn't have the run he probably wanted in Detroit, but now he has the chance. And I got a chance to work out with him the summer he got drafted, and I mean the physical tools are all there.
Absolutely.
He had dealt with some injuries, and I mean we know how hard it is. Sometimes it's just about opportunity in this league. There's so many talented guys, so I'm excited for young guys like this to just get that chance. I'm a little confused. The Bulls are just trying to go all guards. Just like more guards.
More team on the court.
Well, the thing is, too, you got to say to the Bulls, it's a good thing for them because they were able to get off 2 contracts. They weren't going to be able to bring those guys back at the numbers. And so you get off of them, you get some second-round assets, but also you get all these guards to look at and you continue to rebuild. So I think for them, it's a good play for Chicago right now because they weren't going to bring either of those back. Vooch or Cody was not coming back.
And you really are a front office person. I know.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all how they think and what they're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not
she's got her
room,
pen and paper.
but
She's
if
ready.
I put my hat on,
I don't
I'm
want to know
telling
what you said about me when you were.
I say good things. Good things. It's a good
Don't worry,
opportunity.
BG. We'll get to that in nightcap. The Bulls also added Anthony Simons from the Celtics. He was a fan favorite there, injected great energy off the bench. What opportunity does this present for him?
Baby Dame, the way he plays, I think he could go out there and score the ball at a high level. But most importantly, I think what Jaylen Brown said about him. Came in as a guy that thought he was going to probably start there, but he's always in the trade talk, but he came in and being a true professional every day, putting the work in, helped them win certain games. So I'm happy for him now, and hopefully he get the opportunity to show how special he can be getting a starting role now.
Can we shine a light on Colin Sexton? Like, he's been around the league a little while, but this is a guy that we saw a video of him guarding Steph Curry walking into the gym. So having that kind of defensive presence, kind of like a Dylan Brooks, maybe it can, spice up the defense on Chicago.
Yeah, well, Chicago has agreed to 7 in-season trades so far, the most of any team this season. They made 8 in-season trades since the start of last season after going 3 seasons without an in-season trade. So they're certainly building there. We're getting close to tip-off in game 1 of our doubleheader, the Bulls against the Raptors. So right now, let's send it on out to Toronto.
I know you know a little bit about playing that point guard position. Tell me your thoughts on Scotty playing the point forward in the league.
Well, he's been great. That's what Scotty does, a guy that can do everything on the floor, get the offensive rebound, defensive rebound, push the pace. So it's great for him. So, I'm super happy for Scotty. He gets the opportunity to do that. And here goes my virtual highlight. You got to watch this.
Ooh.
We got a small guy as we posting up, double team come. You got to have a slot come. When you got slot cut, we have 3 guys on the other side. Scotty Barnes can see this. Brandon Ingram is ready to cut. And guess what, Siakam? You better not jump with me. Let's get to it.
Hey.
That's my virtual highlight, baby. Go watch it.
That looked like a video game right there.
I know.
That's crazy.
Video mode.
It's like you created it.
You were in the edit bay. I saw
Coding
you.
in the back.
But, speaking to his versatility on versatility, that's the word.
We got it.
Versatility on offense, I think he does the same thing on defense. We heard Dell talk about guarding 1 through 5, and we hear that about certain guys. guarding 1 through 5 isn't the flex. He's not just guarding positions. He's guarding the problem. Like right here, he's guarding Evan Mobley, gets through the screen, helps, which is most of the time over help for a player, but he recovers back to Mobley, gets the dunk. He's just able to do so much on the floor. And here, this is what I talk about when I talk about guarding the problem. He gets put on Jamal Murray, who was hot this game, and you feel good about it when you're Detroit. There's not a lot of guys that can actually go guard the best player 1 through 5. They're capable of guarding 1 through 5. But when a 5's standing in the corner, like, it's easy to guard the 5, right? He's guarding these guys when they are going after people. So, for me, that versatility is really, really special. And what separates him is, you know, he can guard the best player, but he can also guard the possession. We saw him. He's like a free safety out there running around, making sure everybody else is good while still getting back to his man, which is not easy to do at all.
Yeah, having a great season defensively. Only player in the NBA with 60 or more blocks and 60 or more steals this season. Let's also talk about Brandon Ingram, an incredible story in Toronto this season. Leads the Raptors in scoring, mid-range assassin, maybe a bit of an all-star snub. Sound a little familiar, Rudy Gay?
I know all about that. Well, I mean, he's having a great year. He's not afraid to take that big shot. You know, it's a guy, like you said, mid-range monster, but, you know, he can post up. He can pass out of the post up, and he can just shoot over players. He's been a solid contributor on the offensive end all year, especially, you know, with Scotty doing other things on the other end of the court. Man, what's going on there?
I don't know. Versatility really got away from me.
Maybe. It's infectious. Anyway, but, you know, he's just a great player, having a great year, and, yeah, I love to see that.
The thing for me is when we had him in New Orleans, Brandon Ingram could hoop. Flat out. And his ability to play both ends of the floor, and when he really buys in and stays like on that level, him and Scotty Barnes together with that length and that versatility, that's what this team really needs to take it to that next level. But he's good.
You didn't have to sneak versatility. I know I messed it up.
You see how I slid it in?
Getting called out.
I just looked right at Blake, who was like, But yeah, Brandon Ingram having a great year, leads the team in points, second in rebounds, second in made threes, and he really did have a case to be.
Oh, he had a case for all-star coaches.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm sure, to your point, he's probably taken that a little bit personally.
Oh, he came into the year that on his mind.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching NBA on Prime pregame, presented by CarMax.